Hello, aspiring chemists. Welcome to our deep dive into the fascinating world of alkanes, the simplest yet foundational organic compounds. Today, we are embarking on a crucial journey, understanding how these essential molecules are prepared. We'll start with the basics, move through intermediate concepts, tackle advanced theories, and finally, explore competitive level insights. Get ready to unlock the secrets of alkane synthesis. Let's kick things off with the easy methods, the fundamental ways we can create alkanes in the lab. Alkanes are the simplest hydrocarbons, made only of carbon and hydrogen, all connected by single bonds. Think of them as the backbone of organic chemistry. One straightforward way to make them is through hydrogenation. This is where we add hydrogen to unsaturated compounds like alkenes or alkynes, using catalysts like nickel, platinum, or palladium. Imagine taking a molecule with double or triple bonds and saturating it with hydrogen to create an alkane. For example, ethene becomes ethane when hydrogen is added. Another classic method is the Wurtz reaction. This involves taking an alkyl halide, like methyl bromide, and reacting it with sodium metal in dry ether. It's great for making symmetrical alkanes, meaning those with an even number of carbon atoms, like ethane from methyl bromide. However, it's not ideal for making unsymmetrical alkanes. We can also prepare alkanes by simply reducing alkyl halides using agents like zinc and HCl, converting a chlorothane to ethane, for instance. Now, it's your turn to test your understanding with these 3 quick practice questions. Take a moment to think about the concepts we just covered and choose the best answer or write down the reaction. Ready to dive a bit deeper? Let's explore the mechanisms and conditions behind these preparations, moving beyond the basic reactions. Let's look closer at hydrogenation. This reaction isn't just mixing chemicals, it happens on the surface of a catalyst. Hydrogen molecules break apart on the catalyst, then attach to the alkene or alkyne. Platinum and palladium are super efficient, working even at room temperature, while nickel needs a bit more heat. This process usually adds hydrogen from the same side of the molecule, a concept called SYN addition, which can be important for larger molecules. The Wurtz reaction, while simple on the surface, involves a free radical mechanism. Sodium donates electrons, forming alkyl radicals that then combine. It's excellent for making symmetrical alkanes, but if you try to make an unsymmetrical one by mixing 2 different alkyl halides, you end up with a messy mixture of 3 different alkanes, making purification a nightmare. Also, for more complex alkyl halides, side reactions like elimination can occur, forming alkenes instead of alkanes. We can also prepare alkanes by decarboxylation of carboxylic acids. The soda-lime method, using NaOH and CaO, removes a carbon atom from the acid, yielding an alkane 1 carbon shorter. For example, sodium acetate gives methane. Then there's Kolbe's electrolytic method, where we electrolyze carboxylic acid salts to produce symmetrical alkanes, often with 2 more carbons than the starting alkyl chain. And let's not forget reducing alkyl halides with agents like red phosphorus and HI, a powerful method for converting halides to alkanes. Alright, time to apply your expanded knowledge. Here are 5 practice questions that will challenge your understanding of the mechanisms, scope, and limitations of these alkane preparation methods. Give them a shot. Now, let's step up our game. We are moving into the hard level, where we'll dissect reaction mechanisms and compare different synthetic strategies. Understanding the mechanisms is key. The Wurtz reaction can proceed via a free radical pathway, where alkyl radicals couple, or through an SN2-like process involving an alkyl sodium intermediate. This explains why side products like alkenes can form. Kolbe's electrolysis is a classic example of a radical reaction at the anode, where carboxylate ions lose electrons, decarboxylate, and then the resulting alkyl radicals combine. These mechanistic details are crucial for predicting products and understanding limitations. This table provides a comprehensive comparison of the various alkane preparation methods. Notice how each method has distinct advantages and disadvantages. For instance, hydrogenation offers high yields and stereoselectivity but requires unsaturated precursors. The Wurtz reaction is simple but struggles with unsymmetrical alkanes. Decarboxylthione loses a carbon, while Kolbe's method works well for symmetrical alkanes but is an electrolytic process. Understanding these trade-offs is essential for selecting the right synthetic route. For more precise and high-yield synthesis of unsymmetrical alkanes, especially branched ones, the Corey-House synthesis is a game-changer. Unlike Wurtz, it avoids product mixtures by using organometallic reagents called Gilman reagents. A lithium dialkyl cuprate reacts directly with the primary alkyl halide to form the desired alkane with excellent selectivity. This method highlights the power of organometallic chemistry in forming specific carbon-carbon bonds. These reactions are deeply rooted in free radical chemistry and organometallic principles, governing their reactivity and selectivity. You've tackled some complex concepts. Now, challenge yourself with these 7 hard-level practice questions. They require you to analyze mechanisms, compare methods, and propose synthetic routes. Good luck! Welcome to the hardest level, where we delve into competitive depth, industrial applications, and cutting-edge synthetic strategies for alkanes. This is where Advanced excellence is forged. On an industrial scale, the Fischer-Tropsch synthesis is incredibly important. It's a catalytic process that converts synthesis gas, a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen, into liquid hydrocarbons, including alkanes. This is how we can produce synthetic fuels from coal, natural gas, or even biomass. It employs transition metal catalysts like iron or cobalt and involves complex surface chemistry where Co and H to dissociate and then polymerase to form hydrocarbon chains. It's a cornerstone of synthetic fuel production worldwide. Catalyst selection in hydrogenation is paramount. Platinum and palladium are highly active, working under mild conditions, while Raney nickel is more economical but demands higher temperatures and pressures. Understanding how these catalysts facilitate hydrogen addition from the same phase of an alkene, known as SYN addition, is vital for controlling the stereochemistry in more complex molecules. For instance, in cyclic alkenes, SYN addition ensures the formation of CIS products. This precise control over stereochemistry is a hallmark of advanced organic synthesis. In modern organic synthesis, we often use a retrosynthetic approach, working backward from the desired alkane to identify suitable starting materials and reactions. This systematic planning minimizes trial and error. Furthermore, green chemistry principles are increasingly integrated into alkane preparation. This means striving for atom economy, where all reactant atoms are incorporated into the product, using safer solvents like supercritical CO2, and designing energy-efficient processes with recyclable catalysts. These principles not only reduce waste but also make synthesis more sustainable. Despite their simplicity, alkanes present significant synthetic challenges. Their inherent inertness makes direct, selective functionalization extremely difficult, prompting research into CH activation. Future directions include exploring biocatalysis for alkane synthesis from renewable resources, upgrading light alkanes like methane into more valuable chemicals, and designing novel catalysts with enhanced selectivity and activity. These innovations are crucial for developing sustainable and efficient methods for alkane production, impacting everything from fuels to advanced materials. You've absorbed a lot of high-level information. Now, let's put your competitive problem-solving skills to the test with these first 5 challenging questions. Analyze carefully, think critically, and apply all you've learned. And here are the final 5 questions to truly push your boundaries. These demand a deeper understanding of reaction nuances, industrial processes, and advanced synthetic strategies. Tackle them with confidence. Congratulations on completing this intensive journey through the preparation of alkanes. We've covered everything from basic reactions to industrial processes and cutting-edge research. To further solidify your understanding and explore more such in-depth content for G Advanced, visit synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing chemistry content. Keep learning, keep exploring, and keep excelling.